Get ready to be sucked into a cosmic mystery. Scientists have recently discovered that a new black hole might be headed our way, and it's making waves in the astronomical community. Black holes have fascinated scientists and space enthusiasts for years, from mind-bending gravitational pulls to mind-blowing discoveries. And now, with the possibility of a new black hole on the horizon, we may be in for a wild ride. Black holes are some of the universe's most interesting and strange things. They're made from the small, dense centers of dead stars. If the core's mass is more than 3 times the mass of the Sun, gravity wins over all other forces, the core falls apart, and a black hole is created. Black holes are very dense objects, and because they have so much mass, they have so much gravitational pull that even light gets caught in them. Astronomers think that the centers of most spiral and irregular galaxies, like our own, are black holes. Black holes come in 3 different types. Stellar mass black holes are the smallest, with between 1 and 100 times the mass of the Sun. These are made when the center of a big star falls, which causes a supernova, which is when a star explodes. The biggest ones, called supermassive black holes, can be millions or billions of times as heavy as the Sun. Scientists believe this kind of black hole gets so big by combining with other black holes and even swallowing other stars. Intermediate mass black holes are a third type that, as the name suggests, are between the first 2. But only a few of these have been found, so they're still a bit of a puzzle, but each one is thought to have a mass of between 100 and 100,000 suns. It's thought that these are the black holes that combine to make the giant ones. But could one of these be close to us, or even worse, approaching us? In a groundbreaking discovery, NASA found a strange object destroying galaxies behind the Milky Way. This object, which seems to be a supermassive black hole, is putting out light and consuming a lot of matter at a rate that has never been seen before. Even though the object is currently behind the Milky Way, its path shows that it could eventually come toward our galaxy. Many people have been worried about Earth's safety and our galaxy's future since this cosmic destroyer was found. Black holes are a natural part of the universe, but that doesn't mask the fact that they threaten life as we know it. Despite the alarming news, this discovery gives scientists a great chance to learn more about how supermassive black holes behave and their effect on the galaxies around them. NASA scientists are already studying this object with powerful telescopes and advanced computer simulations to learn more about what it looks like and how it moves. The discovery of an unusual object passing through galaxies behind the Milky Way is a big deal that raises important questions about the future of our galaxy and our safety. These black holes can get bigger when they eat matter and combine with other black holes. In some situations, they can become active and give off much energy and radiation as they eat things from their environment. These active black holes are called quasars, or active galactic nuclei, or AGN, and they're often linked to very bright and very far away objects in the universe. They can also greatly affect how galaxies change over time by changing how and where stars form. NASA may have seen either an AGN or a supermassive black hole actively eating matter from its surroundings. More observations and research will have to be done to determine what this thing is and where it came from. But are black holes only a threat to life in the universe? Or do they serve any other great purpose? Well, not only do black holes explain why some stars seem to move randomly and make sense of our galaxy, but they also show scientists a new area of physics. Einstein's theory of general relativity says that matter bends time and space, which we call gravity. Black holes comprise a lot of matter, so they have a lot of gravity. But from then on, they put Einstein's theory to the test, quite literally. When we look at the singularity in the middle of a black hole, where all matter is squished into an infinitely small point and all ideas about time and space break down completely, things get complicated. So many huge forces are at work that scientists can't agree on what will happen next. Einstein's theory of general relativity says that information is lost when matter falls into a black hole, but quantum mechanics says it can't happen. Because of this, black holes are a great place for astrophysicists and mathematicians to try to bring together the two theories. From general relativity to quantum physics and string theory, black holes allow scientists to test basic ideas about the universe's workings. But basic physics says that for an object to be observed, light must bounce off it. But black holes are so dense that even light cannot escape them. So how did we even take a picture of one? Well, instead of regular telescopes, scientists use huge radio telescopes and detectors for gravitational waves. Albert Einstein came up with the idea in 1915 that when things move through space, they make waves in space-time around them, just like ripples on the surface of a pond. Black holes can be found by looking at what happens to the things around them. They pull in gas, dust, and stars, which get very hot and give off radiation that can be seen as a heat image. In April 2019, the Event Horizon Telescope, an array of 8 ground-based radio telescopes, took the first picture of a black hole and its shadow in Messier 87, part of the Virgo galaxy cluster. The picture shows a bright ring around a black hole 55 million light-years from Earth that is 6.5 billion times bigger than the Sun. This halo is a picture of the heat from hot gas swirling around the event horizon. So the big question is, what would happen if you fell into a black hole? If this supposed observation is a black hole coming towards us, what would happen if it made contact? Well, the outlook isn't great, no matter what kind of black hole you choose. If you jumped bravely into a black hole with the mass of a star, your body would go through a process called spaghettification. And yes, that is actually a real science word. The gravity of the black hole would squeeze you from head to toe and stretch you at the same time, thus spaghetti. The effect of a supermassive black hole isn't quite as bad, so let's say you choose one of these to make your step forward for humanity and science. Sagittarius A star, or SGRA star, is a supermassive black hole at the center of our Milky Way. It's thought to be about 44 million kilometers wide and holds about 4.31 million solar masses. After you pass the point of no return, or the event horizon, your journey into Sagittarius A star will begin. From the inside, you could see out, but no one could see you because any light that hit you would fall back on you. The good news is that even though the pull of gravity is much stronger than in smaller black holes, the force of the tides is less, so you won't turn into spaghetti. The bad news is that you couldn't get out. Or could you? Well, the theory of white holes is your best hope. Simply put, if a black hole pulls something in, a white hole will throw it back out, no matter where that is. A wormhole, a tunnel between dimensions, connects the two. Or if you wait long enough, the theory goes, the black hole will turn into a white hole anyway. People think this process takes billions of years, but there's no reason to be sad. Why? Well, because of how strong the gravity is inside, time would move faster for you, so it would be over in a few milliseconds. This recent discovery of a supermassive black hole that may be moving towards us shows how little we know about our vast and complicated universe. And even though this black hole could be dangerous, there's no need to panic. Instead, it's a good reminder of the huge forces at work in the universe.